back. It's still Breakfast Daily, and if you're a health conscious viewer, this is the time for you to sit back, relax, because we are going to be jumping into a very important discussion.
Yes, absolutely. Now, this conversation this morning, we're going to be talking about electrolytes and maintaining proper fluid and electrolyte balance in your body. You know, people actually lose their lives through things like diarrhea. And it's so unnecessary, but it's just understanding proper electrolyte and fluid balance. And today we've been joined by Julius Summer, who is a lead dietitian with My Health Corp Limited, and he's going to get us into that conversation. Julius, good morning. How are you? Wonderful, wonderful. So, how important, first of all, is the whole concept of fluids and electrolytes to us, and how do we make sure that we have the correct balance?
Okay, great. First of all, let me say good morning to our listeners and our viewers. So basically, we eat every day. Or you want to tell me you don't eat?
We eat every day.
We eat every day. We drink every day. And the body weight, or your entire body weight, about 60% of your entire body weight constitute fluid. So that means if there's something wrong with it, almost greater portion of your body is having a problem.
Okay.
That's where electrolytes come in play. So people ask, okay, what are electrolytes and what do they do in the body? So for everybody to understand, electrolytes are basically minerals that we get from our intake. They are basically from our foods, our drink, medication, supplement, etc. And these minerals dissolve in our blood and in the body fluid. When they dissolve, they perform certain functions. One being to stabilize the body fluid. So these minerals now come to stabilize your body fluid.
Okay.
Yes, they also go a long way to help in the heart function, and then also help in nerves and the muscle functions too.
Okay. So in what kind of scenarios would you find yourself in where you see that there's an imbalance and something needs to be corrected?
Good. So imbalance is in two ways. It's either the electrolyte level is too low or too high.
Okay.
Yes, so when it's too high, it's also imbalance. When it's too low, there's also an imbalance.
Okay.
Now, there are different factors or risk factors that puts individual to an imbalance mode or have body electrolyte imbalance.
Okay.
So the most prominent one is dehydration. You know, we move around in our daily activities.
We've not drank enough water.
Yeah, because we are concentrating on our activity of the day.
Yeah.
Yes, we are sweating. We engage in different form of activities during the day. So dehydration from one, not taking enough fluid. You know, we get our fluid not only from water. You know, after eating your fufu with your granite soup, light soup, you want to take some and enjoy the light soup, you say. So it's not only from water. You enjoy your light soup and then your soupy dishes too.
Yeah.
Also from fruits that we eat today. So if you're somebody that you're not taking your fruits on a daily basis, then you should know you might be losing some electrolytes, or you might possibly getting to imbalance.
Right.
Okay, and then also sweating. Yeah, there are people who sweat profusely. If you know you sweat that much, your rehydration should be different from a typical person whose sweat rate is
low.
very normal. Yes.
Right, but are there any common signs that, you know, somebody has an imbalance of fluid
Electrolyte.
and electrolyte?
Yes.
What are some of the signs?
Most common one is headache.
Okay.
Yeah, so probably you wake up early in the morning, or you are performing your daily activities and you're feeling headache. We also have confusion. A lot of people get confused. Dizziness. Yeah, so they perform or keep performing certain activities and they feel, no, I can't concentrate again, or I'm feeling dizzy. Yeah, it can happen. Also, people experience muscle cramps.
Okay.
Yes, mostly maybe athletes, people who engage in very vigorous activities. You see, those who sell water in the traffic,
Yeah.
do you know they need the fluid more?
Yeah.
Yes, because they are under the scorching sun and selling water to people. Some of them don't even drink what they sell. You see, so engaging those kind of activities can get you dehydrated.
Because they are calculating how every sachet they drink
Yeah.
they are
And how much
Losing-
they are
yes.
losing money.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they won't drink.
They
It's
won't
very
drink.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you talked about the scotching song. So how does the climate affect, your electrolyte level or fluid level?
Okay, so the climate condition actually works with the sweat rate. So when you are not in a very good environment or a very conducive environment, definitely your temperature will also increase. Okay, the temperature, if it's not conducive for you, you tend to use more fluid in your body to regulate that temperature. Hence, there's a need for rehydration, for you to replenish that fluid so that the body temperature will normalize. So if you are not in a very good climate condition, that can affect.
In the worst case scenario,
Yeah.
poor imbalance, what can happen?
Okay, so people who experience poor imbalance, aside the symptoms, can also go into coma. Yes, they can go into coma. You can have a friend you're talking to who is battling these imbalances, especially those with certain disease conditions like kidney conditions, liver condition, and other conditions. Yeah, so they can just run into coma, especially those who are, most of these athletes experience this. They either have muscle shocks or run into coma. Yes, people also die from electrolyte imbalance. So they don't follow it. They don't perform tests. They don't even check out. People don't even know their sweat rate. People even don't meet the fluid requirement or hydration requirement for the day.
All right. So what are the guidelines to this now? Now you've talked about what the symptoms. You've talked about the worst scenario.
Yeah.
What are now the guidelines to follow to get it right?
Good, great. So let's start with something that is not expensive, which is water. We have it around us each and every day. Yeah. So there are some recommendation of water intake. Okay. For a typical person, you need at least 8 glasses of water per day. So a glass of water, it's 250 ml. And so when I say 8 glasses, that means
So this is like this size?
so this is a little bit more than 250. So let's take this sachet water.
Yes.
This is 500 ml. So if a glass of water is 250 ml, then
This
if
is
you
2
need
glasses
8,
of water.
yeah, so there's 2 glasses of water.
Yeah.
So if you need 8 glasses of water at least for a day,
Yeah.
then you should be reaching at 4
4 of these.
sachet water a day, at least.
So what if you do more?
So if you do more, you should be getting close. If you are just going through normal daily activity, let's say we are in the office under AC, etc., we can go 2 to 3 liters. It's fine because overhydration can also put you at electrolyte imbalance.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So ultimately, for somebody to say that somebody who's confused, having headaches and all that, what would be the first aid action or the first steps they should take to correct their potential imbalance?
Yes. So let's say you are engaging in your daily activity. Yeah. And you realize, there's headache. First of all, you should stop whatever you are doing. Because if you keep doing what you are doing, you can endanger yourself. So get yourself to rest and get some water first.
Okay.
To rehydrate
Replenish,
yourself. Probably if it's a disease condition that is the cause of, let's say, diarrhea, etc., you can take the oral rehydration salt or go, and even some people even abuse medication. Yes, when you abuse medication, there's a reason why the doctor tells you to take some quantities in the morning, in the afternoon, and evening.
Okay.
But maybe somebody will say, okay, I'm going to involve myself in a whole day activity and I can't come back home. So let me just take everything in the morning. After all, it's my own body. You get it? People do that a lot. They abuse medication or because they want their conditions to go fast.
You take more. Quicker.
Good.
It's
so that
dangerous.
will put you at an imbalance, and then all you need to do is to put yourself aside. But if it's very, the first aid, which is the hydration or rehydration, doesn't work, then you have to seek medical care right away.
So you've talked about water, and I've read in a lot of articles that coconut water also gives you electrolytes.
Yeah.
So what are other forms of electrolytes that, other sources of electrolyte, basically?
Yes. So like I said, electrolytes are minerals.
Yeah.
And these minerals, example, sodium, potassium, calcium, bicarbonate, etc. So they are more in our fruits,
fruits.
Yes, our fruits that we take. So it's either you take your coconuts, your orange, etc. fresh, or you want to squeeze them. So you have freshly squeezed juice for yourself. You take in maybe after intake or when you are free. Okay. Even in our food, sodium, you add salt to your food.
Right.
Yeah, so potassium, it's in most of the food in there. So just eat healthy. Get your meal balanced. Have your protein, your carbohydrates, your fruits and vegetable in there. And then automatically when they go into the body, they'll go and perform the act of stabilizing the fluid for you. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Now, let's say someone is has eaten well, they think they are okay, but when they drink water and everything else, they somehow don't seem to have
The balance.
that they need.
Good.
Is there special help that they can go and seek? Who can they go to? Where can they go? What would you advise that they do?
Good. So the first action is when you see that you have this imbalance or the symptoms that I call, and then but you try your rehydration and coconut water and it's not working, then you want to go to the hospital and have a check. We have this blood test called the electrolyte panel check. It's something you can just walk in. So viewers shouldn't wait till they start experiencing the symptoms before you go. Once a while, when you go to the hospital just for your usual, just go. I want to check my electrolyte. And they'll do it for you. So they'll start telling you, oh, this quantity is less.
Low,
you are lacking this, you are lacking this. So that you'll be proactive in preventing it before you get there. Yeah, so always go for the test. And then, it's better than getting the imbalance and then trying to use nutrition supplements or other quick methods. And even in emergency times, people we have to give people IV. Yes, IV fluid to stabilize it, IV medications to stabilize it, and these are very expensive. Yes, if you take somebody to the hospital, you know they are very expensive.
Right. So who experiences imbalance more? Would you say adults, or would you say kids, or would you say is this probably the same level?
Yeah, so it ranges in all ranges, categories, from infant, children, adolescent, adults. Yeah, more among people who engage in sporting activities. Yeah, because they go extra mile. So even for them, most of their fluids are infused with more of electrolytes. That's why they have sports drink and then water for them. Yeah, so they need it more. And also when it comes to our typical settings, those who engage in very vigorous activities, let's say the builder, the one who is selling on the street, etc. Yeah, they also need to rehydrate.
Well, I think they really need this education.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much, Julius. Thank you for coming through and
you.
sharing this with us. It's very good advice. And so we'll be speaking with Julius Sama, who is the lead dietitian with My Health Co Limited. All right, we'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. There's more to come on Breakfast Daily.